Dental Soundbites bonus content.
What will the future of dentistry look like? I'm Dr. Arnell Wright.
And I'm Dr. F. Ioannidou, and I cannot guess about the future of things. I cannot predict it, but we have the right people here today with us to
Yes,
discuss
we
the future of dentistry, right?
Yeah.
I'm very excited to have the ADA Forsyth leaders, both Ben and Wen, here
Yeah.
with us today.
All right.
Thank you. This is really interesting. Is we love AI. We love deep learning. Engineers always like tools, but there are a lot of things we don't know. For example, Wen's team, his team they brought from UCLA, discovered these unculturable bacteria that nobody knew about because you couldn't culture them. But they were the first to actually identify, characterize, and now have a much better understanding on how important these bacteria are. And so the basic discovery still needs to happen.
Yeah.
And you can't just think AI is going to figure things out if they didn't know these things existed.
Yeah.
Right? And so I think that by combining and supporting fundamental to apply to engineering research is where Forsyth is in a good position for the next 50 years.
I agree. But let me just intersect here because I'm coming back from the task force on clinical, on the design and analysis in clinical research that took place. And actually, we should have you invited there too, in Newark a few days ago. And we had a session on AI. And we were talking about the current culture, right? And the risks of AI within the Generation Z. So we are still in the group of people that are maintaining our scientific method, stand or status, and we are skeptical and we are double checking output of AI, right? Generation Z will be like, okay, so I have something that thinks for me, problem solved, I'm done. I rest my case. So the implementation is a little bit tricky, right?
I think it's tricky, but not so much if we have a certain set of tradition and habits as to what satisfies our scientific standards. And for the next generation, I think they will exceed us. They will do way
I really
better.
like optimism.
But that doesn't matter. As long as they advance, society advance.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I think they're learning in a different way as we learn.
Yeah.
I have two daughters belong to Generation Z, and they may not like us to spend all the time in the labs and try to find something under microscope, but they are actually have a lot of their own unique ways thinking fast, and we do believe the future education need to be changed. The way deliver the knowledge need to be changed. And or at least, at AFI, the new generation of the postdoc.
Sure.
Even though some of their demand may be foreign to us, but we will really try to be very open-minded to understand their perspective.
I completely agree. Yeah.
Well, we want to say thank you to you for being here again. And for all of our listeners, if you know someone who could learn from this episode or they would want to hear more about the ADA Forsyth Institute, please be sure to share this with them.
And of course, as usual, you can rate it, you
Yes.
can review it, you can improve our social media presence, and
absolutely.
follow us on social media. And don't forget, you can now watch us on the ADA YouTube channel. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
This was
you.
great.
Really
I
good.
loved it.
Thanks for
Thank
being
you
here.
so much.
Thank you.
Dental Soundbites is an American Dental Association podcast. Learn more at ada.org/podcast.